The podcast called City on the Edge is having a conversation about Black lives in New Mexico.
Joining us now to talk about this, host Ty Bitterman and curator of Tanix, Maria Aaron Jones. Guys, thanks for being with us today. So first of all, let's talk about City on the Edge. This is a growing podcast. A lot of people listening to it.
Yeah, that's right. We've been doing it for about 3 years. We are all about Albuquerque. We talk a lot about Albuquerque history, but sometimes we delve into modern day politics and other aspects of culture as well.
That's pretty neat. So this event that's coming up, you guys are going to be specifically talking about the first African Americans here in New Mexico?
Yeah, that's correct. Actually, we're going to be talking about, the fact that African Americans have been a part of New Mexico history basically since the Spanish colonization era. In fact, one of the very first explorers of the territory was an African man named Esteban, and he may have been the first non-Native American in the New Mexico territory itself.
Wow, okay. Now, Maria, as curator of Tanix, tell us about your organization and how you got tied into City on the Edge.
Well, basically the Tanix is a performance space, so we host lots of music events and readings and zine discussions and lectures and things like that. I was hanging out at a nonprofit in town and saw a photo on the wall of Black folks leaving church one day. It was probably in the 20s, and it was haunting and beautiful, and I had so many questions, just wondering who they were and where that photo was even taken. So I approached City on the Edge and said, hey, let's collaborate and let's meet and research, and it's just, the ball's been rolling, so it's been really great. We can't wait to present on Wednesday.
How long has that collaboration been going on? When did that discussion first start?
I don't know. I have no idea when I called you. Maybe it was I was just like, oh my God, we have to do this.
We've worked on stuff before together,
Yeah.
but I think this conversation started maybe in late November, and we've been meeting together regularly and doing some research and talking about our discoveries. So
It sounds a lot of this is just curiosity, but also very informative as to our background here in New Mexico.
Right.
Isn't that right?
Right. I think Black folks in Albuquerque, New Mexico, can be a bit invisible, but we've been here for a long time, and there's a rich history that's in plain sight. So we just kind of want to uncover it and share what we know, and then also hear from people who will be attending, who are excited about sharing stories that they have.
So let's talk about this. It's what's going to happen on Wednesday night. It's happening at the First Unitarian Church on Carlisle. What can guests expect when they come to this event? Well,
we're going to be talking about kind of that through line of African American presence in New Mexico from the very beginning, 1539 or so, to the present day. And then as part of this event, we very much want to speak with the audience and allow people to share their own stories. This is, by no means a definitive survey. This is going to be kind of a conversation that's going to be happening.
Well, I think it's an important and ongoing discussion. I think it's a really great way to think about this, because this is just one part of something that will continue to grow and we continue to learn. You said that this is a free event. Do we need to RSVP for this?
No, just show up.
Just show up.
That's right.
Bring your questions and your stories.
Yeah,
there you go.
Absolutely.
And where can we go online to learn more?
You can go to cityontheedgepodcast.com, and then we also have a pretty active Facebook page, City on the Edge Podcast. Just search for that on Facebook. And then if you want to hear the shows itself, and if you can't make it out for the evening, you can hear a recorded version in the next couple of weeks. Just search City on the Edge Podcast on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts.
Fantastic. All right.
Well,
thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Of course, we'll have more information a little bit later on at boxnewmexico.com.